Listen to Iron Maiden, baby, with me.
Welcome to Listen Iron Maiden, baby. I'm Ash from South Wales.
I'm Ante from New South Wales.
This is a podcast about Iron Maiden.
Yes,
Do you
it
like
is.
Iron Maiden? Do you like Iron Maiden?
Yeah.
My flow's not very good.
Mine too.
So Ante and I have been rapping recently. So
Fully sick, bro.
we're trying to get into the flow.
Mm.
I don't have a good flow though.
I have no flow.
Mine's better than yours though.
Oh, definitely.
Right, that's right.
I'll admit it.
So guys, for you that are new to the podcast, I'm a huge fan of Iron Maiden. This guy, I met him. We got into sort of talking about, doing Iron Maiden podcast.
I'm getting my diploma in Iron
Getting a
Maiden.
diploma in Iron Maiden, that's right.
Mhm.
So anyone has any information or facts, or if I say something that's wrong, which is actually pretty common, correct us on the old YouTube comments, on the email, listenironmaidenbaby@gmail.com.
You'd say, hey, Ash, fact you, man.
Fact you. Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good one. Fact you. Yeah?
Yeah.
Or you can check us out on Patreon. So
Mhm.
thank you to the Patreons. Listen Iron Maiden Baby, patreon.com. Once again, these videos. So for example, right, which is even funnier, the whole point that we have the Patreon is so that the videos are always accessible,
Right.
for $1 a month, because we do upload them to YouTube. I was dodgy about uploading them to YouTube because of getting, flagged.
Yeah.
Actually, Iron Maiden have only, they've sent a copyright strike kind of thing.
Yeah.
But left it there.
Hmm.
We played 10 seconds of a Lamb of God song.
That's right, yeah.
And it got blocked the entire video.
Yeah.
I had to cut that out. It was ridiculous. Lamb of God. I mean, I understand more these metal bands need to capitalize on it. Whatever. That's fair enough. So, for that safety, we're just going through the whole Iron Maiden history from the first album to the last album.
Yep.
Everything in between. We're just it's just chilling out, talking Iron Maiden as mates. This is not like some YouTube essay.
Right.
like now people have all these essays the problem with this or the truth about this, and it's like it's just a long essay about something. Because just enjoy it,
No,
man.
it's
I
casual.
enjoy Iron Maiden, right?
Relax, guys.
That's right. But don't relax like this one.
You know what you want to do with that, right? You want to put a banging donk on it.
That's right, Steve. You want to put a banging donk on it, and you have put a donk on it in a lot of the new songs.
Mm.
So we've gone through the first album, Iron Maiden,
Yep.
Killers, Number of the Beast, Peace of Mind, Power Slave, Seventh Son. Sorry, Somewhere in Time.
Yep.
Now we're on Seventh Son.
Mhm.
Seventh Son, Seventh Son, Seventh Son, Seventh Son. And before this episode, we did one of those songs, which was. Yeah! Then we did this one. You can probably rap over that.
You probably could, man.
I don't have the flow though.
Mm.
And last week we did "Can I Play with Madness," which is one of my, I know it's kind of a basic song, but when I Maiden do basic songs, it's pretty fucking good, So
Catchy as fuck,
it is
man.
catchy, man. Can I play with madness? And a great line, catchy line. I love it. I love it. Love it. So in this era, remember, guys, we're gonna do a lot of the music, albums, things like that. But one of the funny things is that because we have YouTube now, all the old interviews and stuff are always online. So I want to check out some of the classic interviews I remember watching. Not live, of course, because I wasn't alive. I was just born. This is an interview from 1988 on the Much Music Power Hour. And it's funny because Bruce Dickinson is quite a, colorful character, has a lot of like sarcasm in him. And Dave Murray just seems like a chill guy. But he's clearly on the same wavelength as Bruce and these other guys. But he just doesn't, he's not.
Doesn't show it as much. Or he's,
Exactly. Like we make a joke about Dave when he made that line about, about if a woman told me to do that, I tell her where to go. Which is why, okay, that's quite aggressive from Dave. I never hear, So
behind closed doors.
right, it's just you never know. So let's just watch a few minutes of this this interview, and let's just check the vibe of the guys, right? So, Andy, I know you've watched the early years documentary, of course, right? But that's like there's a mix of
Right.
different people and things talking.
Mm-hmm.
This is just the two of them, right? So let's check out the vibe here, right?
You've just released your 7th album, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son.
Correct. Yes,
Ta-da.
it is. Who am I looking at? You or him?
Well, I want you to look at
him.
I want you to look at this.
Yes.
This is quite an amazing cover. Once again, Iron Maiden has struck. Who did this one?
Well, it is an amazing cover. Now, first off, so Bruce, right, around this time, is not sick of Iron Maiden, but he wanted to do something different, right?
Yeah.
So, but he seems quite, doing these interviews back in the day. They had to wake up early and do like 10 a day, right? And it's kind, it's kind of annoying, but like, he seems quite cheerful and happy, right?
Yeah.
And Dave is happy too because he's there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Bruce does stick around for another 2 more albums.
Yeah.
But I would probably say they're more financially driven than anything.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I would do that too. If I just bought a house, I'd be like, oh, we're gonna, stay in for a
I
while.
need to churn out another album at least. Yeah.
Yeah, right. But it seems this is quite fun, isn't it? They're having a fun time.
It's different. Same guy. It's different. Thing is, he got
Same guy. Like the way he says Eddie.
Yeah.
Same guy.
really fed up with painting normal sort of Eddies, with axes in people's heads.
Oh, Derek Riggs, he's talking about there, sorry.
yeah.
But even Derek Riggs is a sarcastic bastard because all the artwork he does, man, he's so funny.
And stuff like that, and
It does get tedious every once in a
Yeah,
while.
so he threw a real wobbler, and he said, "I'm an artist."
Throw a wobbler. That's a nice British expression there.
Oh, yeah. We chuck a wobbly.
Yes, chuck a wobbly. Yeah, exactly. See, some of the things get from the UK over to the Australia, and some things don't. But it's fun.
And so we went there. Well, okay, maybe. And so we let him paint this, and it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it is great. It's one of my favorite album covers.
Yeah, definitely.
Our idea is actually on the inside, not on the inside of that, but when you take the bag to read the lyrics and everything, our idea for what we wanted the album cover to be is ended up on the inner bag, and it's not really as good.
Okay, see, I like that. I like the honesty, right?
Yeah.
Bruce is kind of like that anyway, like but yeah, it's just not as good.
Yeah.
But also with artwork as well, man. It's funny because like it's hard to say to someone, "This is what I want." Like when I made the first album cover, they were just sifting through a bunch of work and then found the Eddie head, and I was like, "That's it." And like I'm kind of like that too. Like I know when I see it, I know what it is, right? I don't like asking people to draw stuff. So I used to be in a band and a lot of bands, and when you bands you want to make T-shirts and artwork and stuff, and I didn't really have an idea like, oh, I want to do this, but I just wanted to like look at people's artwork and say, oh, can I use this kind of thing? And, but it's kind of harder to do that because they were like, well, but like what kind of style? I was like, just show me everything, But anyway, it was complicated, but
It can be very difficult. Yeah, I get it, man.
It's not easy to choose.
Open it up now, actually,
This
you
looks
can
really
see.
symbolic. I mean, what?
It's positively surreal. Yeah.
All right. Is that
All right. Like he's doing a little. It's got to be from some British show. It's positively surreal. He's doing like a little accent. Some British show that only British people know.
Yeah.
Like in Australia, you have those soaps, Home and Away and Neighbours.
Oh, like they've been there forever.
Are they popular in Australia?
I think they're still they're still going. I was there like a few months ago, and I was like, they're still on.
Yeah, they're so popular in the UK.
They have to be popular, man.
Right?
If they're still going. Yeah, definitely.
But they were always on like around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, in the UK.
Yeah. So it was kind of
like what 6 or 7.
Really?
A little bit later. Well, we're hitting prime time, man. It's
I was always confused because we have in the UK we have 2 soap operas, well, big ones. One is called EastEnders, which is in London.
Yeah.
That was always on around 8 o'clock, and Coronation Street, which was in Manchester and is more like softer. It was around 7 o'clock.
Okay, yeah.
But Neighbours and Home and Away was on like early in the afternoon. But I always thought like, shouldn't this be a bit later? I mean, it's a bit quite heavy sometimes with guns and shit like that, whatever, right?
One of my sisters was, not my sister, sorry, one of my friends was in Home and Away.
Oh, really?
Like as a one-off character.
Oh, okay.
And she had like Filipino background, and she played like an illegal immigrant or something. Yeah, there's a few seconds of her hiding somewhere, and the police like checking some shed, and it's like,
that's hilarious, man. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, yeah. Home and Away. What's the home? Closer each day, home and away. And Neighbours. Just yeah. Yeah. East End in the UK, the East End is they don't have any lyrics.
Oh,
It's like
just the music.
East End is the music, and it's like the map of the River Thames turning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and actually, these guys I used to know in Wales, they did. Do you know Ross Kemp?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So Ross Kemp was an actor on EastEnders.
Oh, really?
That's what he became. It was called Grant, right?
Yeah.
And he did a show later called Ross Kemp on Gangs.
Yeah.
And you go see these
think I've
gangs.
seen that
Yeah,
one.
yeah. But my friend, these guys I know, they had a band called the Guns, and they're really cool. But they did like a joke YouTube channel thing, and they called Ross Kemp on Gang. But they did the Milk, which is like a Welsh version, right? And it's like, oh, I'm Ross Kemp, looking for a gang, And then the gang guys they go like, oh, I'm Welsh accent. It's a shorty little ears. He's got a backpack on his back, and it was fucking hilarious. But that guy was from EastEnders, right? And Grant, yeah, he it was just like the melody's like da, 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 really kind of boring, but it was catchy. And then Coronation Street, I have no idea what it was, but yeah.
I know these. They definitely showed these in Australia too.
Yeah, they must have, but they were not very good. But once again, British people, it's the same with every country, right? But America's different because like most American shows are worldwide kind of things.
Yeah.
So, but like in the UK, we have our own TV shows that, of course, only British people, only famous in the UK. Same as Japan, right? Like where we live.
Yeah.
Like there's people here that are only famous in Japan, and of course they are, right? But oh my god, some of these guys. Anyway, let's continue a bit more.
Relatively surreal.
That's an apple,
actually.
Yes, it is an apple.
That's an apple, actually. Look at Dave chiming in there. That's an apple, actually.
It's almost as good as a George Harrison video, you know.
All right, they're doing a Scouse accent now. They're trying to be the Beatles or whatever. So.
What is this reference, aside from it being your 7th album?
Actually, if you kind of have a look throughout the album, you find Edward actually.
This is Edwards here. Look.
This is Edward.
Yeah, there's 7 Eddies in the album artwork, right?
Edward.
As they call him, yes.
There's Edward the Seventh.
Actually, yes, there's
Various
one there.
Edwards here, you see.
One there, one there.
Here is the Book of Life, and here is.
Okay, have you noticed how hairy Bruce is? He's quite hairy, a hairy guy.
He's
right?
hairier than me, and I've got some hair on me.
Yeah, I'm a little bit hairy too. Yeah, but I always had I don't know why I always hate not complex, but like.
Oh no, I get you. Yeah.
I was weird about it, but Bruce is really. He's like I don't give a shit.
I just condition. It's nice and soft.
Oh, good boy. I'm not touching it. I'll take your word for it.
This is Concord as a stork eating a flying fish here as well.
All right, they're having fun, right? So this is what I mean. Like I like watching these videos because, like, it's just good to see the band having a laugh and having fun.
Yeah.
Steve is always seems a bit more serious in interviews, and he's all a bit like super gritty. Oh yeah, whatever. But Bruce is always having a laugh, and I quite like that.
Which means something. I'm not quite sure what. But
Have you made a new video yet for this forthcoming
yes, we
album?
have.
Is it as intense as the cover?
Well,
of
I
it?
don't know because we don't know anything about it because we're not in it. You see.
Oh, see, they're not in the Can I Play with Manners video, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, it's going to be something like Graham Chapman from Monty Python
Is in it.
Is in it, and it's being produced by
Time Bandits.
Yes.
Oh, I love Time Bandits. Have you seen that?
No.
So Time Bandits is like this show where these
Oh, I know of it.
dwarves,
Dwarves?
little people travel through time and steal stuff, and they just made it an Amazon TV
That's
show.
right. That's probably why I heard of it. I haven't seen it.
The guy from New Zealand, Taika Waititi. whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good actually. I quite enjoyed it,
It
but
got cancelled though, didn't it?
yeah, probably did. Yeah. I mean, all Apple TV shows get cancelled.
Right.
The only good one is Severance, but like they can't make it because like some weird thing happening. Ever seen Severance?
No.
It's great. It's like a show, but you can pay money, so you go to work in this office, but as soon as you enter the office, your mind turns off, and your mind's only there. So all you experience is walking to the office and then walking out. So your day,
That's not bad, I guess.
yeah, your day seems like it's just, but what you're doing in the office is, the mystery kind of thing. Right? It's
Right.
really, really good, right? Because imagine that, you just skip your work, it's done.
Dude, I spent 10 years at a bank.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's funny that you said, because like my other friend in Hiroshima, in Japan where we live, he worked in a bank too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was thinking actually it might it'd be anyway we might have a laugh with all anyway. So I want to listen to you guys talk about banking
Bank
stories,
things.
right? Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, banking podcast. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, let's carry on.
Not the actual director, but Julian, what's his name?
Julian Doyle? Julian Doyle, yeah.
Julian Doyle. He was one of the
doing it.
sub-directors. He did a lot of the special effects sequences and things for Time Bandits. And we got a big letter from Terry Gilliam, who directed it and everything, saying, in the event that I lost all appendages of my body, I would cheerfully leave all my films to this guy because he's brilliant. So we went, okay. And it's got a lot of animation in it as well.
So they're making this video and they're leaving it to us.
All right.
Did she look a bit confused?
Yeah, she doesn't know who Graham Chapman is.
Okay,
Probably doesn't know who Monty
her
Python
face
is, right?
is
Yeah?
kind of like,
Right? Okay,
uh.
now here's the thing, right? They're talking about a video, right? Kind of man, which has animation and special effects in it, right? Now, I'll be honest, right? There's this moment in the future which makes me laugh every time.
Yeah.
I think it's around. No, it's a Blaze Bayley album. That's right. It's the second Blaze Bayley album where they start like they do this video with like CG kind of video.
Yeah.
And like Blaze Bayley's like, some of this technology is not even out yet. You know, we're the first to use it. And it's like PS2 looking kind of shit. You know?
Yeah.
And the way he talks about it in the interview, you're like, oh, and looking back, it's embarrassing. At the time, it was like pretty cool, I guess. But like when you look at it, you're like, oh my God, that's embarrassing.
Some things date really quickly.
Really
right?
quickly.
Yeah.
Iron Maiden's videos and stuff date quickly. Like, even like, God, 2005 or 6, the album, Martyr Life and Death, they have this. No. Oh my God, no, even before that, like Dance of Death videos and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Like, they got
Wow.
this CG rendered Bruce video. And you're like, oh my God, who thought that was good? You know, I know they don't want to be in the videos. That's what they like.
Yeah.
But guys, come on, just go on stage and rock out. It's better than this
Yeah,
shite, you
yeah.
know. Anyway, let's carry on.
So you're not even in your next video.
No, it's going to be like animated.
We're not even in our
and,
next video.
That's great. Oh, I'm sure your fans will be totally disappointed.
No, well, we're always, well, I mean, we're
always, you know.
we're
You know.
Right,
I
so
mean,
look,
this-
I haven't even heard this album. This is what's come to me. It's like, look, this is what the record company sent
It's
me.
great, isn't it?
Because she says she hasn't even heard the album, which is sometimes it's like, you know, they haven't sent the album, which is fine.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, but it is. I love it when people like, oh, I haven't listened to the album, and they're interviewing you. Like, well,
What are we going to talk about? then?
exactly. So it's quite. Oh, I haven't seen the film yet. Like, all right, and
Are you just going to tell
right,
me
yeah,
about
yeah,
it?
it's kind of weird, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah. I can understand the frustration there. Like, yeah.
No, but both. I mean, an empty jacket. So what does your album sound like? How is it different from the last one?
It's a concept album. At last, we've done one. We actually all our career, people are saying, "Go on, it's a concept album, isn't it?"
All right, but Bruce has said that it's not a concert album.
No, it isn't really. It's just, you know, it's not. Well, this one really is, and it deals with the life and times of a seventh son of a
Okay, some people in the back now looking into the room. I love this one.
seventh son.
Oh,
which
waving.
I don't know
Hey!
about, all the biblical bit and the folklore bit and everything, but a seventh son of a seventh son was supposedly a person of great significance. He supposedly had either clairvoyant or healing or some kind of magical powers or whatever.
All right, that'll do. So yeah, Bruce seems really happy at this time. Dave is being Dave. He's probably looking at one going, what is she doing standing there?
Yeah.
Where's my tea? You know what I mean?
No,
But,
he's really good, Vince. He's very comfortable.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. They're both good. But this is why I like, it's interesting to watch some of the videos because like there's a great resource now on YouTube of all these, you know, interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like, I think the reason why I wanted to talk about this because in the next couple of albums, the vibe kind of changes because
Okay.
you know, because Adrian's gone, and then Bruce is half in, half out, and then Blaze comes in, and then Nick was like, "We're gonna get Bruce back," and then you know, it's interesting. Anyway, all right, mate. So yeah, we're doing Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, and let me just check my notes here. We don't really. There's no news really of anything to talk about really, so let's just get into the album.
Right.
No, I mean let's just get into it, mate. I mean, people say get back to the music, right?
Oh, sorry.
So the next song is, guys, is The Evil That Men Do. Now, I have a lot to talk about this later, which I'll bring up later. Written by Adrian Smith, Bruce Dickinson, and Steve Harris. Now, there's a great website called the Iron Maiden Commentary. I think the guy who runs it just passed away or something like that. Rest in peace if he has, because it's a great
damn.
resource. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, I just it's easy to read in and just, you know, and ahhing off the top of my head. The title of the song is taken from a quote in William Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. It is part of Marcus Antonius' speech as he addresses the crowd of Romans after Caesar's murder, defending the defunct ruler and forcefully yet indirectly condemning Brutus, one of the murderers.
Brutus.
He says, "Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar." Ooh. The song, however, is unrelated,
Yeah.
with lyrics that are extremely well written, quite poetic, and difficult to understand. So this is one of the songs. So Bruce said that he tried to keep it on theme,
Mhm.
but then Steve started writing a little bit different. And I agree, because this is the one song you're like, oh, is this about the theme? It's got a bit of a love song in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bit of like lovey-dovey in there.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's something about a dream. It could be some sort of flashback to the conception of the seventh son of a seventh son.
Mm.
Or like, what, his dad and mum flirting or something like that.
Or conception.
Hmm.
Mm.
Oh, wait a minute, that's even worse. In the bed,
They're banging.
doing it through a sheet. The character telling the story is apparently the first seventh son, but it is not clear with whose daughter he slept in the dust. Slept in the dust. Weird line.
Yeah.
Likewise, the slaughter of innocents, great line, may refer to the loss of the virginity. But whose? Was it yours? Was it mine? Was it Dave Murray's?
Would I tell you?
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this song is one of those things where Moonchild is clearly, setting up the album.
Yeah.
Then Infinite Dreams is kind of not on point, but I can see how it works a little bit about
yeah.
dreams. Can I Play with Madness? I guess is on point, but maybe not. And then The Evil That Men Do, right? So we got a video. It's a single. It's a single. We had
Ooh.
Can I Play with Madness, which is like a proper, like I said, CGI'd. They made an effort with the video.
Yep.
But in my opinion, Dawkins did it better. They should have taken the page out of Dawkins' book, double jumps.
Yep.
But like, just simple things like, like when the chorus hits, have a big moment, not just zoom in on a cave.
Man, it was all just practical effects, man.
Yeah, and I guess that's how far videos have come, and and just content in general.
Yeah.
Because it's on MTV, I guess the whole point is like, I don't know. I'm not from that era, but like now, videos are just there as a just really highlight the song in some way and the person, depending on what they are. But
You're from the MTV era that doesn't play music.
no, I'm not. I don't ever watch the song on MTV. I only watch like Cribs or something like that. I don't. For me, the music channels was like Kerrang and Scuzz and like these kind of things. That's it. Maybe no.
Did you have one that was like just UK, like just showing video clips?
I don't remember really.
We had one in called Rage, and it would go from late night all the way into Saturday morning.
Oh, okay.
And then sometimes they'd have guest presenters.
Oh, just playing music?
Yeah, it'd just be like,
Oh, let me
just,
check that
video
out.
clip after video. It's probably even still on.
Wild child.
They've probably been using the same one forever.
Wow. Oh, I see.
And then bang,
Rage.
into the video clips.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, that's cool. I've never seen this one before. As I said before, guys, I love Iron Maiden, but I am a huge hip hop head as well.
Yeah.
We live in Japan, right? And there's this producer called Tay Keith. So I've known him for years and years because like I'm into like the production stuff.
Yeah.
And now his beats are getting really popular and stuff like that, right? So he's got a really signature sound. And I heard a song the other day. This Japanese rapper just stolen the sound. I'm not sure if he is actually worked it, or bought the sound from it, but it doesn't say.
Oh, not in the credits?
Not in the credits, right? But it sounds exactly like. It sounds exactly like him, right? But man, this song, right, is Team Tomodachi. Okay, so here's the thing, right? I like American rap, right? Because it's all about being like, macho, tough guys, whatever. And it works in America because, they got guns and they got that culture, right? But I don't really like rap from like Britain or Japan because I'm like, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
Like, there's this rapper I like, he's dead now. His name is King Von. He was literally a serial killer, banger, like killed like 8 people.
Probably why he's dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But like, he was it's terrible. I know it sounds crazy, but like, when you hear a guy rapping who's literally like, his lyrics are all about like people he killed, and like,
This is yeah.
And actually, when he got killed, if he hadn't been killed, he'd be in jail right now because all the evidence was whatever, right? Look at this kid as well.
Oh my God, hey yo. Oh my God.
Look, Team Tomodachi, the thing, right? Yeah. Look at this kid. I tell you now, how rare, like, there is a hip hop culture in Japan.
Yeah.
The kind of those guys, but it's rare to see them like outside in the street. These guys are out in the street doing this shit, right? I was like, yeah, come on. Chimo Tomodachi, Chimo Tomodachi, Chimo Tomodachi. Like they're dressed up there. So I think this is like a Korean place. I think Chingu means friend in Korean as well, so that's why it's like,
Yeah.
Okay, this is hilarious. Imagine walking past this place and see these guys in the video. I mean, honestly, like I loved living in Japan, but I missed that like culture of being like, having a laugh and stuff like that. These guys. So, like, I love this kind of rap where it's just like not mindless, but just like a nice beat and like a really catchy hook, whatever. And it's but I like to see the Japanese people doing it right now. But anyway, Maiden, the Evil Nightmare Duo. Let's check out the video. Is it them on stage just filming random parts?
Oh, let's see.
I think it is. Because I'm looking at the video for something funny to talk about. I've forgot to say this song's fucking amazing. By the way, this is one of my top 5 songs.
Yeah.
Like they all mix it in order, but like when I listen to this song, it is hard to like. I think it's fantastic. The intro, and then it kicks in, and then the bass, and then Bruce is just perfect on this song. I think. Anyone out there, does that bother you? Living on a razor's edge, balancing on a ledge. Does that bother you?
Don't really bother me.
All right, because I'll tell you later. I have a conversation I have with my friend.
Yeah.
My friend Jackson, we've known each other for years and years. We both like Iron Maiden. He hates that line. He thinks it's lazy, right? So he also had a problem with war pigs, generals gathered in their masses, just like witches and black masses, right? That's fair enough because it's the same word, masses.
Yeah. Okay,
Ledge and edge is different, right?
This is true.
But he gets annoyed by it, and he says that that's why this song is not a top 10 song.
For that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the chorus, man. I love Bruce doing the balances in the video. I'm balancing on a ledge. Okay, I just love that into this chorus.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's just so melodic. I love melodic stuff, and wow. How do you hear this song before we started doing the album?
Possibly only because when the chorus did kick in, it's like, this is familiar.
Yeah. It might have been like on in the background or something like that, right? But not like properly listening to it, right? Yeah. Because there's some songs like everyone knows, like Paranoid by Black Sabbath. Everyone knows the whole song, right?
No,
but
this one was on like, have I heard this?
Okay, yeah. Now, there's something about this album and verse 2. I don't know what it is, but Can I Play With Madness? The second verse is just insanely good. Infinite Dreams, the second part, I just think it's amazing. For me, this second verse is one of my all-time favorite Maiden parts. Like when I hear it, I'm just like, yes! Okay, I don't know the lyrics exactly. Circle of fire, my baptism of joy. Yeah. Okay, so ignoring the video, whatever, just listening to that, Bruce doing the low, that random voice that he does, I just love it, right? I want to live on the razor's edge, maybe. Oh, look at, he's proper 80s, isn't it, Adrian? He's loving it, Man, that part, like, honestly, I just feel like I'm singing to every woman I've ever met in my life. Just like, So every girl's like, "Oh, Ash, you know, can you stay? Can you stay with me?" And I'm like, "Sorry, babe, beyond." I think it's fantastic. I don't know what it just gets me every
Got
time.
places to go, man.
Yeah, when I hear that, my foot goes down,
Mm.
the volume goes up. Like I got the volume on the steering wheel. You know? I just jack that shit. And then what happens is I get out of the car, and then when I get back in a couple hours later, the volume's already. I've done, and I turn the engine on, and then suddenly the Bluetooth connects, and it's just like, bang,
Bang,
fuck,
it's like,
shit.
On my in-laws' car, I need to make a conscious effort to remember to just.
Yes, you
yeah.
gotta do that, mate. Yeah, you do that, man. I think that's the amazing part, man. Look at Dave. He's like, he looks like he's playing a totally different part there. Is he playing along to the song, or is that just? I don't think that. I don't think that matches what he's playing.
Yeah,
He's doing like a.
not sure.
Maybe though. Maybe. I don't know. His wrist is a bit floppy for me. It's a bit like. So like my band would record an album, and then. Like some of the songs we wouldn't be played for like a few months later.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do the video. I'm like, I can't remember how to fucking play the song.
Yeah.
Fuck it, just wing it. Like pretend you know what you're doing. Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So also, guys, Anthony, now for the Patreon, we've done a bit of a a funny video. So I hope you enjoy it. But like on the Patreon, we're going to put some of the like bloopers, etc., available for people to see because they're quite funny. But yeah, we'll see it comes up. That solo is the shit. It's incredible.
Cool, man. Yeah.
Right. See, that's the thing. It's got like it's just for me, it's another like good example of really well written song.
Yeah.
In terms of like structure, so I think Can I Play Your Madness is a great song too, but it's kind of just like a verse into a chorus kind of thing, whatever. This one's got that intro. It's got the verse, and the verse goes into the pre-chorus very nicely, and the pre-chorus glides into the chorus, and it just gets bigger. Everything's for the chorus, right?
Right.
But it builds up really, really well. It's just well done songwriting.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Right, and then it goes into the like melodic part, There's a change up a bit, and then it hits with that solo, so melodic, so.
But, one thing this song as it's changing through, there's nothing that's really jarring.
No, right? No, exactly. Nothing's like
it's smooth transitions, man.
Super smooth, just flows into it, and the band killed it. Like that solo, man. Adrian doesn't play like Dave, and he's not doing a lot of legato, blah, 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 whatever. He's not doing a lot of, he's not that kind of guy. His solos are crafted, like he thinks about them. They're pretty much the same every time, and there's something special about him as well because like he's just when he joined Iron Maiden, the band changed completely, man. Because Killers, it's from Killers onwards. Like the first album was great too, like, but it's just it's different with Denny Strat, and but Adrian, he leaves after this album.
Yeah,
and it's
noticeable.
The next 4 albums are, arguably the worst they've ever done.
Yeah,
and he's not involved. He comes back, and then they make another like 2 or 3 albums, which is like some of the best they've ever done. So but when he did his own solo stuff, nothing has ever happened for him.
Yeah.
So he's just perfect in the I Maiden bubble, at this time when he's just, he's write, all the songs he's written and his parts. Man, I love listening to Adrian Smith play guitar, play solos in the I Maiden sphere.
Yeah.
That's why when Yannick plays some of his solos, it's like, Yannick's fine, but I want to see Adrian play these solos, right? And it's, man, let's listen to it again. It's so good, man. Are you kidding me?
Thank you.
Are you kidding me? Incredible, man. That is a beat. Right, so when I first heard this on the compilation album that I had, that was a great song. But in the context of like, us going through from Iron Maiden to now, it's like the first 2 albums is a bunch of like songs with they're not defined this style yet, but still good songs, but they're not defined really. Yeah. Number of the Beast is where like, okay, Bruce is here. Fuck, but no, I wouldn't say they got lucky, but they just wrote these songs and Bruce just killed it over them, right?
Right, yeah.
But still a few songs where you're like, oh, okay, not that good. Peace of Mind is a great album, but it's very dry and very just, a rock band, whatever. Power Slave 2 is a bit, it's a more refined, more complicated stuff on like Brian and Shamarina and things like that. somewhere in time, they're doing something more different, but they're faffing about with like synths and things like that, guitars, whatever. And then this album, they've chucked them away. Just use a guy with a synth, real synth.
Yeah.
So they've got the experience of writing songs together. Bruce is almost 3 albums in now. He's not the new guy,
Right. Yeah.
So I think everyone's like pretty.
Sure, be on point and gelled, man.
Yeah, in the best place too, because on the last album, Bruce had all his songs rejected, and for this album, he's like at the front of it, right? So you've got Nico, who's kills it on this album. It's just proper in the pocket. Steve sounds great. His bass sounds really, really good too. Dave and Adrian are just killing it with the solos and the songs, and then Bruce is just sounding as good as he could. I think it's like the perfect. It's just them prime, I'd say, prime. They go on to headline like Donington, this album and stuff like that. And it must have been amazing at this time to see the band. No one's too blown out. Everyone's into it, but of course, where they from there they could have carried on going, but they wanted to change it up, and that's Iron Maiden. That's how they do it. Steve is Iron Maiden. He does what he wants to do, but this is one of my favorites. So let me just get my phone because let me share this conversation I had with my friend Jackson. Okay, so he tried to
Jackson's back.
Jackson, the bastard. So he tried to I asked him could he be on the podcast to talk about why he doesn't like this song, and he refused because he's like that. So let me just read this interaction we had, right? So I'll be real here too. So I did say some controversial stuff too, which might piss people off, right?
Ooh.
But anyway, so basically the whole thing is that I said that this song is in my top 5, and then he's like, "Well, what about this song? Do you like this song more than that song?" And I think The Trooper is a better song than this, in the fact that it is like that. But I just prefer this song, this Iron Maiden style, So here I asked him, right, Jackson, can you film yourself explaining why you don't like this song? And he said, no. And I said, what about, Generals and Their Masses is fine. And he said, it's fine because it's got a sick riff. Okay. I said, Evil That Men Do is top 5 Maiden. He says, it's barely even top 5 on the album. What are you talking about, mate? All right. Then he put in capitals, Moonchild. Hear the Mandrake scream. Yes, he knows I didn't like when I knew Jackson very well. He knows I didn't like Moonchild. I do like it now much more. I said that's the second worst song on the album. He said you've lost your way. All about the singles. I was like, shut up. Then he says best song on Number of the Beast. Let's go album to album. Get this sorted, and you'll see Evil isn't top 10. See, he's trying to say that he wants me to put all my favorite songs, and then put Evil That Men Do against those. Yeah. He's trying to catch me out, basically. But he doesn't. Anyway. So, I said my favorite song on Number of the Beast is Hallowed Be the Name. Not debatable. He said, agreed. Iron Maiden. He said, Phantom of the Opera. You said that too, right?
That's my favorite. Yeah.
I said, typical. And he said, but we'll also accept self-titled. I said, the correct answer is Remember Tomorrow. Killers. I said, Killers the song. He says, I'm a sucker for Murders in the Rue Morgue. And he just likes it because he saw on a live video or something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Peace of Mind. He said, opening track, Where Eagles Dare, or Flight of Icarus. Okay, no, right. He said, look, opening track, but favorite is Flight. See, that's the difference.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There's a difference between the best song and your favorite song. You know what I mean? Yeah. Flight of Icarus is for me. Agreed. We're pretty agreeing quite well here.
Yeah.
No, here's what he pissed me off. He said, but Peace of Mind has got some fucking duds as well. And I said, no way, only to tame a land. And he said, Quest for Fire blows hard dick. What? It's only that one line.
The dinosaurs.
And he said, that's all it takes.
Yeah.
I said, Power Slave. He said, Aces High or Power Slave itself. I'll go Aces High. I said, Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
Rhyme in the Ancient Mariner is also. I just want to see Aces High, Power Slave, Rhyme. All of those are acceptable answers.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said Aces High has got to be top 3. Yeah, I agree.
That's pretty much my number one.
Yeah, I said, yeah, for fair weather fans like you.
You sold out, man.
Yeah, I know. Somewhere in Time. Jackson as well. Right? He used to, those like long goth coats.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to wear one of those. But he was like into the Killers and stuff like that, like indie rock and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like he tries so hard to be like, I'm not really a goth, but I look like a goth. Dickhead. Anyway, he said, I said, who wears a goth coat and listens to the Killers? And he said, men who aren't afraid to be who they are. And I was like, all right, whatever. Anyway, next one. Right then he said, I missed an album. And I was like, well, no, I didn't. He said, yeah, you missed Live After Death. That's a live album. But
that's coming later, isn't it?
So a lot of people, though, Live After Death is kind of, it's after Power Slave.
Yeah.
But it is kind of like one of the big albums that got him into the band. But it's not a studio album, is it?
I was going to say, there's no new songs on it.
No, nothing new. Anyway, he said Alexander the Great is the best on Summer in Time. I was like, what the fuck? Are you taking the piss? I love Alexander the Great, but is the best song? I don't think so. Nah, he said he's joking. He said Wasted Years, obviously.
Yeah.
I said Caught Somewhere in Time for me. Caught somewhere in time. Fuck it, let's do it, shall we? That's all I need. Anyway, and okay, next one. So next one, Seventh Son. He said so many great songs. We got in trouble here because it was hard to do it. He said, I'm trying not to say Moonchild, but it's not the best song, but I have to. Yeah. So he said it's my favorite on the album, but not the best. Yeah, exactly. You see, he's disproving his whole fucking thing. Yeah.
It's a cracking opener, man.
Yeah, I think it's great. But it's not my favorite. I can't say my favorite yet because I haven't finished the album. Yeah. Anyway, we went all the way through them for ages, and we haven't to these part where we haven't got to these songs that you've done yet. But anyway, my whole point is that there's a difference between the best song and the favorite song, and like, I love Canopy of Madness, and I love other songs on this album too. But when I hear The Evil That Men Do, I've listened to it so many times.
Yeah.
But when it hits this part. Like when it gets there, I'm in like, ready? I'm just like, someday I may return, don't you cry. It just makes me want to, I think it's great lyrics, great power to it, and just fantastic. I love this song so much, The Evil That Men Do. It is, one of the hits in a way, but there's a reason for that, me, in my opinion. Really love it. What do you think of the song, man? Let's say what you think about this.
For me, it was the chorus. Really,
right, yeah. It's a great core, isn't it? Great core.
But like I was saying before, it's smooth transitions all the way through. Awesome solo. Even if which I do like the song, I couldn't say it's like, this is just put together really well.
Yeah,
man.
right.
It's
excellent. I think it's one of those songs maybe that people who are not into I'm In could enjoy, like the chorus, whatever. But I think it's great.
Bruce is comfortable doing his thing. Yeah.
It's great. This album is just so good. It's hard to like, coming up, there's maybe a few things, but like, we'll get to that in the future, right, guys? Like I said, this is just Iron Maiden and hip hop chill. Sorry, guys. I'm trying not to drag in my like other influences into this stuff, but I am who I am. Like Jackson said, be who you are. And that's who I am.
Jackson said it, man.
Yeah. Fuck my baby daddy. Fuck my baby daddy. That's me, if anyone gets that reference, then let me know. All right, guys. So you can check out the podcast on patreon.com for $1 a month. Patreon.com, listen, I'm in baby, or email us at listen@gmail.com. We will reply. And like I said, anything, questions or any information you have or anything we said that you think you could add to, please let us know. And we'll be back next week with another pod.
Keep an eye out for the video.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so
it's coming, eh?
It's coming, yeah. Ante has to do his little remix on it first,
yeah.
Because Ante does that stuff.
Keeping it real.
Fuck my baby daddy. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you. All right, guys. So yeah, I Maiden, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Let's be real. It's one of the best albums we've ever done, and so far it's just been banger, hasn't it? And
Stonk on it.
yeah, there's a bunch of donks on this bloody song and this album. The artwork's good. It's just great.
Yeah.
So we're taking the time because I'm trying to find something to not be negative about, but like but there are things coming up which
We'll
I think
get there. Yeah.
we'll get there, Andy. We will get there.
For all the negative people out there,
Yeah. Anyway, guys, catch you next time.
take it easy.